Welcome. Welcome back to Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Hope you're having a good week, and today, talk about workplace frustrations. How to cope with workplace frustrations. You're in a situation, you had a situation that you're involved in that you can't control, and certain decisions that were made frustrate the hell out of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it makes you not want to go to work, and it makes you question why are you there? Why are you working for this company? Why are you working for these people? Questioning the decisions that are being done by the higher ups, by management, by administration. I was in a similar situation this past week. Won't go into details about it, but to say that it was highly frustrating for me. And I couldn't make a move. I had no move I can make. I had no leverage I could do. Put into a sticky situation, and decisions were made that I don't necessarily agree with. And I couldn't do anything because I'm not the one in charge. I just need to back off. If you're a person in a similar situation and you've been through a frustrating time at work and decisions are being that you don't understand, what do you do? How do you handle the situation? The situation is so frustrating, it makes you question everything. What do you do? How do you handle it? You handle it by detaching yourself from the situation. Step back. Detach from it. When I know a situation is frustrating me is when I leave the workplace and I'm still talking about it with friends or family. That's when I know it frustrates me. But I've developed this ability over the years to be able to talk about it for a very short amount of time and then stop and be present when I'm doing. So if I'm not at work, I'm not thinking about work. I don't care about work. It's not my problem because I'm not there. When I'm here with my family, this is what I'm focused on. So when you're dealing with a workplace situation, a workplace problem, and you're not the one in control, you're not the one making the decisions, and you question the decisions, and you don't understand, not understanding where the decision-making process is coming from. Why are we making this decision? This doesn't make sense. This is stupid. Why are we doing this? This is going to lead to more problems. And there's nothing you do. You have no influence or power over that decision. You just have to accept it and deal with it. Well, you don't have to accept it and deal with it, because there is a certain amount of leverage that you have. A little bit. So if you're in a situation that you don't agree with, that's affecting you, and decisions that are being made is not doing anything to actually cure the problem, you just tell your boss, you tell your employer that, or your supervisor, that I'm willing to do stuff for you, but put myself into this situation again, I refuse. That's crossing a line, and that is unacceptable to me. That is my boundary. I will not be put in this situation again. So to prevent myself from these problems occurring again, is that you have to set that boundary and say, no, absolutely not. That's not happening. And if that crossed a line with you, then you need to tell your supervisor, tell your boss, no, I'm willing to do anything else but that. That crossed the line, that decision that was being done, don't agree with it. I'm not the one in charge, I'm not the one making the decision, but I do not agree with it. And I will not put myself in jeopardy, I will not put myself at risk ever again. That's your line. That's your boundary. And your boss can either, if they're a good boss, if they're respectful, and they value their employees, they may not like it, but they'll accept that. And they'll appreciate you standing up for yourself and setting that boundary. If they're not a great boss, they'll get upset. Because you're an employee. It's not... You can have standards, you can have boundaries for yourself, like in every other aspect in life, whether friendships, relationships, and you could just say no. And some people will not like you saying no. But who cares? That's your line. That's your boundary. They don't accept that. It doesn't matter if they accept it or not. They could be upset about it. They could throw a fit about it. They'll find someone else to do the job and want someone who's a little more compliant. Stop being so compliant. Have rules for yourself. Have boundaries. Have lines. And if those lines are crossed, there's consequences. And even if you're not in a position to enforce consequences, just say no. I'm not putting up with that again. That's not happening. And you may get in trouble and make it a little slap on the wrist. Who cares? They'll get over it. They'll find someone who's a little more compliant. And the fact that you're not compliant, the fact you have rules and you have boundaries and you have standards for yourself, that's respectable. That's admirable. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people think they have to go to work and comply with everything their boss tells you to. Maybe for the most part. But you don't have to. It's like if you're a young kid, you have if you're a young kid and parents are telling you to do something you don't agree with, you don't have to say yes. You don't have to say no. If you don't agree with something, question it. Question. Sometimes employers and bosses don't like that. They don't like people who are questioning all the time. But if you're in a healthy work environment, aside from a toxic one will not allow questioning or challenging any decision-making process. If you're in a healthy one, there's room for debate. There's room for growth. There's room for having a discussion. Maybe one side doesn't agree with the other about decisions that are being made. And that's okay. That's healthy. It's nothing to take personal. It's healthy. Some people don't like that. Well, then that creates a toxic environment where it gives no room for debate, no room for communication, no room for challenging authority a little bit, challenging a decision-making process. There's no room for that. I wouldn't want to work in a place like that. And that's me. And on that note, thanks for watching. If this video is of value, you can like, subscribe, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.